curry powder, onions, and a whole lot of spice, this kitchen's getting packed with the flavor of Africa. Shelia Johnson of Gangsta Goodies Kitchen is here to show us. Hey, what's up? Yeah, we are ready to go. We're actually going to talk about making some curry chicken. And you know, we were talking about this yesterday. I was like,
yes.
Is this an Indian dish? Is it from Africa? You know, what is the origin?
Yeah, so typically we know curry to be primarily from India. And so some of the, the historians out there say that the Indian workers, as they migrated to the West Indies, is how it got to Jamaica. And so Jamaicans add allspice to the curry because curry is made up of turmeric, there's coriander, there's peppers, and Jamaicans and Africans add the allspice to it. And so that makes it a little different than the Indian curry.
Okay, that may be what's making the kitchen just smell so delicious.
Absolutely.
You've obviously been slaving away in the kitchen this morning already. So, why don't you show us how we make this dish?
Absolutely. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna heat your pan up. And so you can use whatever oil you choose, olive oil, grapeseed oil, coconut oil, it doesn't matter. And we've taken like half of an onion and we've chopped that up. And so we put that in there first. And so you'll begin to smell the aromas of the onions. And I always say, and I don't know if this is a real thing or not, but I like to layer the flavors. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, with the onions in there, this is my pepper blend that I make up myself. So we're gonna put just a little bit of that pepper blend. And so to me, we start building that flavor profile. Then we're gonna add a little bit of that curry.
Curry, there we go.
Yes.
It's gonna give it some kick there.
It's gonna give it some kick. And this isn't a spicy curry.
Okay.
Because again, when you're cooking for other people, you don't know what their palate is like. So, I go easy on the pepper. And then the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put in the red bell peppers.
Okay, so just dump this whole thing in?
Yes, just dump that whole thing in. Yep, there we go. And then we can add the fresh garlic.
And do you use like a paste or minced garlic?
So just minced garlic. You can take, cloves of garlic, smash them and chop them up. Or, if you don't have that kind of time, you can buy the jars, of it already minced up. And I don't know if you can start smelling it now.
Oh yeah, anytime there are onions cooking in this kitchen and probably the spices, we can definitely get it.
Absolutely. And so you're going to, just kind of cook those down. And then at some point we'll add the chicken. Now I always make the chicken like the night before.
Okay.
And I like to, once the chicken is done and it's cold, I cut them up in little pieces like this, because I don't like the big chunks of chicken. That's just me.
Right.
It's not necessarily how you'll see it served if you go someplace and you order curry chicken.
It just means you'll be cutting a little bit less when you're actually enjoying
That is correct. Yeah. You're going to be able just to go. And so now we're going to put in the tomatoes. I always add a little tomatoes. It just gives it a little extra, the little extra color. The acid in there does, a little extra something. Don't ask me what, because I'm not the scientist when it comes to cooking. But it tastes good, And so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add a little more curry.
Okay. She said that she was layering on the flavor, and we're definitely seeing that with the spice.
And we're gonna add just a little more of my pepper blend. The pepper blend has white pepper, black pepper, red pepper, and African yellow pepper.
Oh.
And so,
So we are definitely seeing that African chicken. And one
Absolutely.
thing we wanted to say, this is from Allrecipe, which we here at KSTV5 love because we're owned by the same parent company, the Meredith Corporation.
Okay. I love Allrecipe.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm looking for a recipe and I just need a baseline, they're the first place I go to, allrecipes.com, and I know I'm gonna find a baseline for me. So this is where Allrecipes is where I got my baseline for curry.
Okay.
Yes. And so then we're going to add the chicken.
Okay.
And then on the tail end, we're gonna add a little bit of chicken broth. And we're also gonna add some coconut milk. The coconut milk is what also makes it different from Indian curry.
Okay.
Because they don't add it.
We got just a little time left, so let's go ahead and add it if we want to.
And, or do you want to taste?
Well, I mean,
okay.
Let's go ahead and taste
Let's taste it, absolutely.
You guys see it right here.
Yes, there's coconut milk and a chicken broth, so we'll add to that. But let's let Belinda taste so she can tell us how fire it is.
Oh, I'm sure it is. And why don't you tell us a little bit about Gangsta Goodies Kitchen and how you guys actually started cooking and what it means to you and your family.
Okay, so it's a expression of love. It is how my mother expressed love to us. It was the kitchen, and around the kitchen table was a time of bonding, not just for cooking and but we learned you know, we develop relationships with each other. I learned who my mother was as a woman in the kitchen. You know, during those times, she talked about her childhood, her first boyfriend, her first kiss, you know. All of those things, you know, happen in the kitchen. And so we just believe that if people come together, and they eat together, they're going to start having conversations, the families can start healing, and then we can move forward. And healthy families equals healthy communities. So,
and I love that. Thank you so much, Sheila. And
Thank
I have to
you.
tell you, you can taste all of the flavors. So when she's talking about
Awesome.
layering it, she is absolutely right.
Yay, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Bill?